What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? I'm Rob, and today I'm talking mainly to my worship guitarists, especially electric guitarists, or if you're not on a worship team, it applies to you as well. But have you ever been playing your guitar, or you get it in tune, and all of a sudden you realize, maybe not all of a sudden, but you realize you tuned it up, you go to strum, sounds great, and you hit the next chord and it sounds awful. Like, what's going on? I just tuned it. I just put new strings on it, whatever the case. So you think, well, maybe just strings are stretching. So you stretch the strings a bit, you play a little bit, you don't pay attention to how it's out of key or out of tune yet. And so you just keep kind of playing a little bit. So then you tune it again. You're like, okay, you hit your E chord and it sounds great. Like, all right, let's change over to G and see how it sounds. And you play G and it sounds horrible. What's going on? Well, today I'm going to be talking about what that could be and how to fix it. And before we get started, if you guys would hit the like and the subscribe, it really helps the channel out. All right, so now let's get back to how to fix this issue with your electric guitar. What it could be is something called intonation. Now, I learned this many years ago. If the last video you guys saw where I was talking about my son's Les Paul that used to be mine, that we bought back in '92, and I'll put a link to that video here in the description if you want to see it. But when we first bought that guitar way back then, it was my brother's, and after, I don't know, a year or so, it seemed like it just wouldn't stay in tune. Like what's going on with this? It was a very expensive guitar in the day, and just what's up with it? So we take it to get it looked at, and the guitar tech looks at it and brings it back to us like, all right, you're all good to go. And we're like, what was it? And it's like, oh, your intonation was out. We didn't know what that was. So later on, when I found that same problem after I had purchased a guitar from him and it was mine, I thought, okay, intonation. So I began to do some research, figured out what it was, and what I had to do is just not be afraid to make some adjustments on my own, not be afraid to mess something up, because you may mess something up when you're starting out. But I want to show you how to change your intonation. Basically, all the intonation is, now on most acoustic guitars you won't have it. It's preset, there's no adjustments to it, but on a lot of electric guitars you can make those adjustments yourself. And basically what it is a very fine tuning. Your tuning knobs will, that gets your guitar in tune. It doesn't, it stretches your string. It doesn't make the string any longer or shorter, where your intonation actually is going to make your string just a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. You're going to adjust the length of your string, is what your intonation does. So let's go over to the Les Paul real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like on that guitar. And then right beside of it is a bass. I'm going to show you what it looks like on that one as well. So you'll see basically how you can set your intonation if it's out, and how you can check your intonation. Just really quickly before we head to the guitar, if you pluck your string open, say you're on the E string and you hit it open and you're in tune, then you go down to the 12th fret and hold down the 12th fret. Make sure you're not bending the string, and pluck it there, and it should be in tune in the key of E also. If it's a little bit sharp or a little bit flat, then your intonation is out. And depending on which direction it is, if it's a little bit flat, you need to shorten your string length. So normally you probably need to tighten your intonation up a little bit. If it's a little bit sharp, then you need to loosen your intonation or lengthen your string just a little bit. And these are very small adjustments that you'll make. So you don't have to like take it all the way up or all the way back. You may have to, but normally you don't have to do that at all. It's just a very slight adjustment. So let's go take a look at it. All right, so here is the Les Paul guitar. All right, so you put your guitar down here on a workstation, something like this, or whatever you may have, lay it on the couch or hold it or whatever. But if you can lay it down, it's a lot easier, so make sure you don't bend your string. So if you just pluck, say if you're on the E string, you just pluck your E and make sure that it's in tune. If it is, then you come down here to the 12th fret, hold it down and pluck as well. And it should be should be in tune here as well. So do that with every single string. Open 12th, open 12th, and this will check your intonation all the way across. And say, for instance, if your E string is out, maybe if it is sharp. If it's sharp, then you need to lengthen your string just a little bit. So then you come down here. This screw right here, if I can get this to yeah, that screw right there. You just tighten that one down. If you tighten it, then what you're going to do is you're going to be on this particular guitar, if you tighten this screw, you're going to be shortening your string. When you loosen it, you're going to be lengthening your string. Every guitar may be a little bit different, but so basically, if you play around with it a little bit, maybe take it the wrong direction, take it the right direction, and get it in tune, and then start the process all over again. Come back up, play it open, play it on the 12th, and if it's the same, then you're good to go. Now, anytime you change strings on one of these guitars, this can come off. This is where you set your height on your strings as well. You can see where mine are right now. The action's pretty. You can't really see it that great, but this is where you set your action as well. And I'm not a guitar tech, I just know what to do if something goes wrong. Then as we move over here to the bass, your intonation is set right down here at these adjustments. You would just adjust these screws the same exact way. So you would just look at your open tuning, and then come down to the 12th fret and pluck and see if it is sharp or if you are flat. So that's one thing that you really need to check, especially if you change strings or if you change the gauge of your string. Sometimes that will play into it, but most generally you don't really have to change that, but especially on Les Pauls, they can be very touchy. So if you have a Les Paul and you change your strings and you take all that apart to clean it, it's very easy to knock it out of intonation. So that's something that you want to check whenever you change your strings, especially on a Les Paul. On some of these guitars, they don't really change that much. I was telling you guys how I had a Stratocaster as my first guitar, and I never really had to change the intonation or set it at all. It stayed where it was. It was adjustable, but I didn't have to do anything with it. Where on the Les Paul, I do. But another thing that you can check if you happen to be, especially if you're like me and you normally play acoustic and you switch to an electric, is you can very easily get used to the tension that you have to, how hard you need to press your strings down. And then when you play an electric, you may be bending your strings and not knowing about it. So if you go from one chord to another and it just doesn't sound like it's in tune, watch how you're playing your chord. Now, if you're an electric guitarist, you're going to know that, but if you're switching back and forth, especially if you're used to an acoustic, then you may be bending your strings while you're playing a chord and not realize it. So that's another thing to check. But those are a few things to test out. And so every time you change your guitar strings, check your intonation just to make sure that you're on, and that will help you out and make you sound better and help you stay in tune if you happen to be going in and out of tune a lot or anything like that. Something that you can check. So I just wanted to share that with you guys in case you've been having that type of an issue, and hopefully this video has been a help to you and an encouragement to you. And if it has, do me a favor and head over to robandjen.com, and when you do, there's going to be a pop-up that comes up, those annoying pop-ups that it's going to ask you if you want to sign up for our email list. Now, the reason I'm asking you about signing up for the email list is because I know that sometimes when I like or subscribe to channels on YouTube, sometimes I don't see those channels pop up all the time. They're not in front of me every time they upload. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. So every time I upload a video, I will send it to you and put it in your inbox. And plus, you'll get a 15% off code for anything in our store. So if you see something and you like it, pick it up, you get 15% off of it as well. So guys, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. God bless.